Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This your host, Key Talk. Check it out, man. All right. Hey, we'll get shout to the notification gang, Key Talk gang for rocking with me every single video. If you listen to my voice right now, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you get a notification every single time I drop a video. Anyway, so listen, man, things is still heating up for Lil Durk. Why did I say it's heating up? Yes, we know he was arrested for one murder for hire, but it looks like the feds may be trying to put on some other murder for hires on Lil Durk. Now, he hasn't officially been charged with any other murder for hires. However, rumors are now coming out that the feds are looking into trying to prove, get enough evidence for some other murder for hires. And one of the murder for hires happened to be OTF Jam, who we do know now is the snitch that's pretty much responsible for wearing that wire for like 2 years, right? They're saying that there's a possibility that his girl was killed due to Durk finding out that he was a snitch. Hold up. Let me actually just go to the post and I'm going to actually read it for y'all. But it's absolutely insane. If it turns out that Lil Durk was out here just sliding, you know what I'm talking about? And blue hells, y'all. Everybody, hey, listen. Everybody in the DM was like, "Go slide for fun, go slide for fun." Bloody might have been out here sliding like a hockey player. You know what I'm talking about? In real life too. At the same time, right? So look, all right. So now that we're on the screen, right? You can actually see. So it says. The fans believe Lil Durk paid to get these two people killed. One, Stephon Mack, who killed Lil Durk's brother D-Thing. So we know D-Thing got killed, and their revenge must have been automatic back, right? So they're saying that Durk probably, got the person killed that killed his brother. Two, OTF Jam, who we know is the snitch, baby mom, who was killed because Lil Durk found out he wore a wire around him. Fasting OTF Jam is the key to putting Lil Durk in jail for all three bodies. Now, we're going to actually go read the stories of the two people that was actually killed, because one was like a male lady, right? And the other person, like I say, is Stephon Mack, who actually killed his brother. Very, the very fact that they're actually saying that Durk was a not a gang leader, but gang leader as well. But the very fact that he's arrested for one murder for hire, that opens the door to see, okay, what other people around him have actually died, or what other people around him connected to him and his people, like his brother, have actually died, right? So that's probably why they're trying to like bring this other stuff in, but they still have to have proof. And the people that was actually arrested for these bodies, if they were arrested, those people, they may have the ability to do some type of snitching in order to be able to get out of jail or get outside of the jail that they actually in. Right now, that's not saying that that's going to happen, but we're just saying that that's a possibility that definitely could actually happen. Right now, before we go take a look at the stories of those people that was allegedly killed from a murder to hire, allegedly, like I said, the feds believe could have possibly been by Durk. I'm gonna go read some other people, because right now you got Quando Rondo coming out. Pretty much, he's forgiving Durk for unaliving Lil Pap, allegedly unaliving Lil Pap. We'll say that because it's not proven in court yet. But he pretty much coming out and said, "Hey, listen, man, I don't forget about it. We didn't get into this music rap stuff to still be doing stuff like we in the streets. You know what I'm talking about? We got into this to make our paper, make our money, and it is what it is. But in actuality, we do already know that most of the people that's actually doing this rap stuff, also in the streets as well, won't live to see a certain age, or they're gonna end up inside of jail, which I believe Quando Rondo still got a sentence to go serve. I don't know when he got to turn himself in, but he got like some time to go do in the feds as well, right? At least from what I've heard. And then of course Lil Durk is in the feds right now, and be a young boy in the feds right now. Beat the feds one time, but he still got that other fed case to take. But anyways, I'm gonna actually read some of the stuff that Quando Rondo actually had to say, right? Let me actually see if I can find it. Just a second here. I thought I posted it on my Instagram, Key Talk Media, but I guess I kind of sort of took it away maybe. So it was not. Give me just a second here. Oh, and then while I'm talking about this, I also do want to let y'all know that I'm probably going to start doing some gaming. Probably make a whole separate gaming channel, or just use the backup channel, since some of y'all already follow that. But I do hope that y'all be along with me for the gaming channel as well. Anyway, so here is what Quando Rondo actually had to say. Right, he came out and he said, "We didn't get into this music industry to make it just to stay caught up in this street stuff. We all have families and communities counting on us. It's time to leave all that behind. We've already lost so much, and it's heavy on my heart to forgive anyone I have issues with in the past. It's all love from me, praying for everyone. Life goes on." Now, yes, he does say this, right? However, with how bad the streets really is, listen, it's already 13, 14-year-olds that's used this, they're actually lower than that, really. It'd be 13, 14, 15 be used as hitmen to go kill people inside the streets. They're actually murder for hires going on in the streets right now with using 13, 14, 15, all of the young ones, right? Why? Because if they do it, they get caught, they can still get out of jail earlier than somebody that's already an adult, right? So the streets is messed up when the youth of the black community are being used as hitmen to go do murders and kills and all this type of stuff, right? That's what whenever y'all see, y'all be like, dang, why are these juveniles killing each other? Because that's where they getting paper. They getting paid to do this type of stuff, right? It's messed up, but unfortunately, it really won't stop because it's almost as if there's a structure or something in place to make sure that it actually doesn't stop. And what I will say, you gotta stop blaming just the system. Why? Because the system may be in place, but the system requires those within the system to do what they're doing that's going to make the system work, right? If everybody stopped doing what the system wants them to do or whatever you want to say and take accountability and it's like, you know what, man, I'm not going to do this no more because I don't want the system to be able to affect the work on me, right? Because think about it. Not all black people is caught up in this, right? You have black people that's doing their business over here, doing what they're doing. They're not caught up in this, so they're not in the system. But those that are in the system are actually participating in something that they fully know it will end them up in the system or dead. You know what I'm talking about? It don't say, oh, if you make it to 25, you're an OG for the way I'm living. I mean, that right there alone is telling you, like, what the you mean 25 is OG? Now, that's still young. You know what I'm talking about? So, hey, man, that's just my opinion on it. But anyway, let's get back to the topic. Now, what I will say is we're going to go look at the stories of those people that was allegedly killed by Lil Durk that the feds are trying to pin on them. We don't know if it's going to stick or not, even though we do know the feds don't play those type of games at all. But first, we're going to go look at that guy named Stephon Mack. Now, this is the guy that allegedly killed Lil Durk's brother. And of course, now he's gone for killing Lil Durk's brother. So let me actually get back from this, right? Cool. So Stephon Mack, it says, Rips of Stephon Mack, Smashville. He was shot and killed last night. Had ties to 051 Melly. Chicago Times, 2-man charged in alleged murder for hire for slaying Roseland. Man killed, other injured. Okay, cool. So let me try to look at the Chicago Times. Hopefully they don't try to make us like pay to watch it. Okay, cool. So it says, 2 men. Wow, look at all these ads. It's like ads. Everywhere I go, ads. Like, let me just read the story and no ads, please. Here we go. Wait, I can't even read the whole story because there's ads. So give me just a second, y'all. Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, well, maybe it's just not that long. So it says, 2 men charged in the alleged murder for hire slaying in Roseland. Anthony Montgomery Wilson, 24, and Preston Powell, 23, were charged in the fatal shooting of Stephon Mack, 24, outside of Roseland Youth Center in January 2022. 2 men are accused in a federal court of carrying out a for-hire slaying scheme that left a man dead and a security guard wounded outside a youth center in Roseland early last year. Stephon Mack, 24, was exiting the Youth Peace Center of Roseland, 420 West 111th Street, about 3:45 p.m. January 22nd, 2022, when 2 men emerged from a dark-colored Chrysler 300 and opened fire, according to Chicago police and federal prosecutors. So the fact that it says "and federal prosecutors" shows that the feds were already looking at this, right? Now, if the feds were already looking at this, I don't know if OTF Jam knew about this and potentially gave this information to the feds, but I'm thinking that he potentially did know and potentially did give information to the feds, because why would they be looking at Durk for this other than the fact that it was his brother, right? But anyways, that's one of the murders that actually happened. And you got this Anthony Montgomery Wilson and the Preston Powell guys that actually did do the murders. Now, these two are obviously arrested, right? Now, with them actually being arrested, now they may have the opportunity to say, hey, listen, we're going to call you back in here. We want to know who hired you to go kill this person. And they say Durk did it. They got the opportunity to snitch and be able to get their time cut tremendously, because in this whole thing, Durk is the big fish, because that's the guy that they're saying is, doing the money to actually do the hire. So we'll just have to see how solid they are. And that's another thing that suck about like the streets, right? It ain't just you that got to stay solid and your team that got to stay solid. It's like you, your team, and the ops. You literally got to depend on the ops to be solid for you to not get in no type of trouble. Man, what in the blue hell is going on? Anyways, now we're going to take it over to the second person that was actually killed, and they're actually saying that there's a potential that he was linked to this one as well. Like I say, you can't say nothing is proven yet until they actually do make a filing or say, no, this is 100% right. He was linked to this, but they are just trying to say. Anyway, so as far as this one goes, this was actually a male lady who went by the name of Octavia Redwin. It says 15-year-old boy accused of fatally shot. What I tell y'all, them 15-year-olds is the ones that's actually used as the hitmen in the streets. They the killers, right? 14, 13, 15, and I'm talking about as long as they under 18, right? A 15-year-old boy accused of fatal shooting. So let's go to the latest one, June, July, August, September, October. We'll go to October 1st, right? So I'm going to actually read this to y'all. 15-year-old boy accused of fatally shooting postal worker Octavia Redmond in West Pullman. The boy, whose name wasn't released because he's underage, was arrested Monday in the 800 block of Walford Road in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and was extradited to Chicago, authorities said. He was also, he left. He killed in Chicago and got the blue hell up out of there, went to Iowa. Authorities said he was charged with first-degree murder. Now, okay, that's why I can't read it out because it says you got to pretty much, pay to join their sites, all this. So let me try to get, hold on. Yeah. Let me try to go to a site where I ain't got to do all this pay to play that and da, right? Because I don't have a subscription for the Chicago Sun-Times. But I definitely want to read that to y'all so we can try to look more. But like I said, I told y'all though it would be a young 18-year-old or something like that, or I mean younger than 18 years old. Let me see, Chicago post worker shot. Okay, let me just read this part. All right, so this is better than nothing, right? Let me see. It still ain't exactly how I want to do it because it's not directly from the Chicago Sun-Times, but it is an article that's from the Eyewitness News, and of course this portion of it is Chicago. So either way it goes, we're good, right? So it says a postal worker was shot to death while on a job in front of Southside Home on Friday, officials said. Chicago police said the shooting happened. I think this is before they knew that the 15-year-old did it, right? It's like freshly when it happened. Chicago police said the shooting happened in the West Pullman neighborhood of the 1200 block of South Harvard Avenue just before 11:40 a.m. Neighbors who did not want to appear on camera told ABC News they saw a car driving towards the victim USPS truck before hearing at least 10 shots in broad daylight. Police said the offender, identified only as male, approached a 48-year-old woman, took out a gun and fired shots. She suffered multiple gunshot wounds to her body. The woman, a postal worker, was taken to Christ Hospital in a very critical. Just imagine how many people have been taken to this Christ Hospital inside of Chirac from pretty much being shot and killed, or just shot, and hopefully they survive. Condition, Chicago Fire Department officials said. Police said the victim was later pronounced dead at the hospital. The Cook County Medical Examiner Office identified her as Octavia Redmond. Redmond USPS truck remained on the scene, and police said the offender fled in a vehicle. So they didn't even, this was definitely some sort of murder for hire because they just walked up to her, like probably didn't know her, killed her, and they didn't even take none out of the truck. They didn't care about the truck at all, what packages they could have got, and none of that at all. But they decided to kill him. It says a flag hung at half-staff outside of the Southside Union Hall to honor Redmond on Friday night. She was a wife and grandmother who worked at a letter carrier for more than 15 years. They need to be prosecuting them. We are federal employees. How dare you? And you just think you can get away with it. My members are scared to go to work, said National Association of Letter Carriers President Elise Foster. People who knew Redmond are left heartbroken. It's a loss of life, you know. She's not going home to her family, Foster said. I know her husband. He's a letter carrier, also assistant union steward at the station. She was just a great person. So what does kind of strike a red flag to me is the fact that the report was saying something about that they were trying to link Durk to the murdering of not only that guy that killed his brother, but also OTF Jam baby mama. So I guess, was the baby mama the male lady? Like, is this male lady his baby mama? So I guess they would have to take a deeper dive into that. But anyways, let me read the comment section from there, and then I'm going to wrap up this video for today. From the first thing we spoke about, allegedly getting the male lady, OTF Jam baby mother unalived, and then of course the guy that killed his brother. These are what y'all had to say in the comment section. This man Durkster was not playing. Dang, Durk, yo, really meant business, and they was trolling the whole time. This all props. That's not real. Huh, they put that in the caption and with a lot of laughing emojis, because you know how people to get on the ground with a gun and say, "Oh, this is just props," when everybody know it ain't. Anyways, the next person said, "Durk too smart for the feds." I have no clue why you think that, because it's in the feds right now, so that doesn't make sense, right? The next person said, "You posed the wrong postal worker. That is not his baby mama." Okay, cool. So I was thinking that postal worker wasn't his baby mama, but it is some postal worker, right? It says, on a thing, your past will come hunt you at least expected. I see why he booked that flight now. I knew it was more. Shake my head. They fumble positions. People pray to be and never will understand. Rico definitely will be in a plane in this case. He'll never get out of convicted. They wanted the mob. Dang, folks said he gonna take everybody out. Oh, and speaking of taking everybody out, that's enough of the comment section. I gotta let y'all know this before we go. Listen, the feds are also saying that they have wiretaps on Durk of him telling his members to kill everybody that could potentially snitch on him. So, hey, you think he can snitch on me? Kill him. You think he can snitch on me? Kill him as well. Listen, bro, this might be one of the wildest, crazy cases that we're going to see when it actually gets played out inside the court if no plea deals is taken, right? Because they're going to have to play all the evidence, just like y'all saw YSL Woody in the interrogation room pretty much talking. They're going to play all the wiretaps and stuff. And I think this is going to be like bigger than even the Young Thug case, right? Anyways, let me know something coming out below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.